Checking. 1, 2, 3. Okay.
Hello and welcome to Given Chaos, featuring me, myself, and I. I'm just kidding.
What are you talking about? Me, myself, and I. Hello, we are sisters.
Unfortunately,
yes.
by faith.
By faith, but we are here today. We are called
Given Chaos. Now, in honor of it being our very first episode, let's actually speak about the title of our podcast and how we came up with the title.
Okay, so no, basically we just came up with it today, okay, guys. We really wanted to start out a podcast because I just realized me and Auntie Marjorie have like
so many conversations that are not shared to the public, and we just feel like we have so many funny moments that we would like to share with you guys for entertainment purposes. And yeah,
and so we were like thinking, I was like, okay, I'm so sorry, gosh. Okay. So for podcast interruptions. But no, I told her that we needed a name, okay? We needed a name that described our lives. Personally,
and basically we were literally on the couch talking about how we wanted to create a podcast, and we were also like chilling, like watching Netflix too, like trying to figure out a movie to watch. And then she just came up to me and was like, oh, we should make a podcast. I was like, okay, so the first thing we have to do is create a title. And she was literally like, I was literally just giving up like titles, and she was like, yeah, that's good. She didn't even give up one title. So first we were gonna do problems given, and then
giving problems.
Yeah, given problems.
She was also trying to say restless, or like what's it called, given purpose, and I was like, no, that's like sounds like Catholic religion stuff that podcast people do, which isn't us, because we talk about like whole stuff beyond like Catholic. So
we end up deciding to go with Given Chaos because it came up to me in my brain, because life, it's really not I feel like things are just given to you and you can't control everything in your life, and sometimes it becomes chaotic. And in this podcast we talk about like life events, life moments that you really can't control, and just you really just have to handle life as it's given to you. And sometimes it's just you have to live in the beauty of the chaos. Does that make sense?
Yes, it makes sense, sister.
Okay. So today,
anyways, we're gonna talk about things in life that are chaotic, and you just have to go through it. Cry, gotta fight through it, but don't give up. Stuff like that. And also, we'll talk about random. Okay, we're back. We're sorry about that, but let us continue.
Anyways. So today, on today's topic, we are going to be talking about relationships, because I feel like experiencing relationship at a young age, which tends to happen, like commonly people get into relationships at early stages.
Okay, yeah. Our topic is about relationships and how you start at a young age.
Yes, commonly people get into relationships at a young age. Starting off, I want to say maybe like as young as 12 to 13, which that's usually like in middle school.
Okay. I'm very sorry, guys. This is our first podcast, and we're trying.
So yeah, anyways, like I was saying, relationships usually start off when we're young, and people usually gain experience at a young age, and you just have to tend to grow from middle school young relationships and evolve into adult relationships later on in your life, and you just learn as you go and through experiences. And it's not something that you could like teach somebody. A person has to go through it in order to understand. I mean, yeah, you could sit here and give advice, but if an individual does not go through it themselves, they're not going to truly understand.
So like trial and error, right?
Exactly.
So it's like basically, if you want to learn how to skateboard, you have to try skateboard. How are you going to learn it if you don't try it? Basically, with relationships.
Exactly. Like I started going into relationships when I was 13, and which is quite common.
No, that's too young.
You would say? Okay.
Wait, relationships like a little crush, or like relationships like getting boyfriend and girlfriend? Because
there was titles, like people claimed titles, like it wasn't just like, oh, I like you, because there's a difference. I think everybody knows A crush is so common. You can have a crush on multiple people, but you can't have a relationship with multiple people at the same time. I mean, it's not common in like a younger age. Of course, when you get older, there's like what's it called? You know what I'm talking about? Those marriages that are like
polygamous.
yes, but of course
Something like that. I don't
we
know.
don't have it. We're talking about middle school relationships, which obviously people had titles back then. Like I'm saying,
But I feel like that's so stupid to have a relationship at a young age because you don't know what you're doing. You should have it like in high school. I feel like high school is like the right time, not middle school.
exactly. But here's the thing: those feelings start off in middle school usually, and I feel like the more serious well, not serious, but more longer term relationships start in high school, but the shorter term relationships start in middle school. Like you need that experience of going on dates in middle school.
Okay, here's the thing. I have a story to tell everybody here, okay? I don't know what she's saying about feelings in like middle school because I've never had that, to be honest.
Okay. It was longer than last time.
Yeah, it was longer. Is it because I touched the wire?
Maybe.
Oh, see, the camera's just, it's still recording. See, it's recording our audio, but... This is so stupid.
That's why I felt that it was an ice sisterhood.
Okay, listen up, everybody. Okay, our camera's broken, but here I have a story to tell that I didn't get to have those feelings in middle school when you have a crush. Surprisingly, okay, I know I might be like one of the few. Actually, no, there's a lot of people here. It's still recording. Our camera's just broken. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm so sorry. It's gonna turn back on again. No, it's turning off. I am so sorry for the camera issues. Okay, but listen up. even,
Set up so easily, she doesn't want to stop it. And
even if you're gonna see a dark screen, and it's gonna turn on later. The green, okay? The camera. Listen to us. Even if we're black, okay?
I did my makeup for this, you guys. Legit for like an hour, and now she doesn't want even help with the camera.
I didn't know. Okay, I bought this camera on. Anyways, I bought this camera on
time
Amazon.
out. I just want to say time out real quick. I just want to let her. Is it recording or is it like?
It's still
Okay.
recording.
Anyways, I just want to let everybody know that the different mindset. Let's tell them our age gap, just so people could see like the different like.
Oh yeah.
We are 7 years apart, meaning she was born in 2003. I was born in 1996. So
Now I am a Gen Z here, okay, and I don't act like a Gen Z. And she's a millennial.
Yes.
So she acts like a millennial, which is surprising. I feel like I should be a millennial, but I'm not. But I act like it.
I feel like and if you guys don't know, we also have an older sister. So we're not the only siblings. Our older sister is me and our older sister are 3 years apart. So me and my older sister grew up together for we went to school together because we were only 3 years apart, and we went to school like high school, middle school, elementary together. So anyways, continue your story.
Anyways, what I was saying is that I didn't have these feelings in middle school of having a crush, okay? People in school when I was young, they're like, "Oh, I think I have a crush on Chad or what's it called? Brad." And I'm just like, I can't relate, but I'm like, "Oh, okay, that's nice."
Yeah, and then one time, me and my little sister MJ here, we were like driving to her school to like get food, right, or whatever. I don't know what had happened, but she leaned over to me. Oh no, we were getting food at night. Yeah, we were getting food at night at dinner. And she like turned over to me. She was like, "Ate." If you guys don't know, Ate means older sister in Tagalog. And
you said you had a story about Ati. What Ati means. Yeah.
No, I was telling the story of how one day we were driving, me and you were driving to get food for dinner, and you turned over to me and you were like, "Hey, I think I have a crush." And then I had the most confused look because this was like literally like 3 weeks ago, right? A few weeks ago, and she's already 19. And I was like, what do you mean you're
No. It's not a few weeks ago. It's a few months ago. In the just like in March and February of this year.
Either way, she was 19. So
I was 18.
Same thing. So same. Anyways, I was like so confused because usually crushes are developed younger, and I have never experienced any. I had no friends. I was not aware of any individual that formed crushes, like the very first attraction towards anyone at such an older age, because I have developed crushes at a very young age. Not It's very innocent too. I was like in kindergarten when I had my very first crush, but this was like her like very first crush where she felt like
Yeah.
butterflies, and I just it made it in my head. I couldn't like come to terms or like even understand what it feels like to feel like, have their very first crush.
Because I didn't. Okay, here, everyone in middle school and in kindergarten were like, "Oh my god, I have this crush. I'm blushing. I have butterflies," and I'm just like, and they're like, "Oh, MJ, what do you feel about Chad and Brian?" I'm like, "Yeah, they're nice guys." They're like, "Oh my god, you have butterflies too?" And I'm just like, "Butterflies? What do you mean? Like vomiting?" And they're like, no, like, butterflies in your tummy. You get a little, nervous. And I'm just like, no, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I had felt that, and that was very confusing to me. And then she felt it for the first time, and she had the butterflies.
Well, yeah, I just noticed, okay, I recently met someone in college that was in my class, and we talked to a lot in my English class, by the way. Actually a sophomore in college right now, but yeah, when I was talking to this person, for some reason my heart was like racing, and I was like, "Oh my god, is this what like butterflies feel?" And then whenever I'm around them, I get nervous, and I'm just like rambling, or like a crush.
Yeah. So, like I was saying, she says that she doesn't think that it's normal in middle school. But what I'm saying is that you have to experience uh, a middle school relationship. I mean, you don't have to, but it's helpful to experience stages in middle school relationships. It'll help you earlier. It'll help you earlier when you get into like a high school. Like there's like stages, there's like things that will like make you more comfortable, and you will grow in how a relationship works as you go to like a high school relationship into a adult relationship. Like the same way, like you have to. It's just easier. I feel like if you like went through a relationship in high school, before you get into a relationship in like college. That's just my opinion, because I feel like there's like stages and like feelings that you have to go through in that time of your life in order to be able to cope with it the older you get, if that makes sense. Like in college, if you get in your very first relationship, you don't know how to like communicate. You don't know how a relationship is. It's just in general, and it's everything new. I mean, yes, you can, but it's just gonna be a little bit more difficult because everything's more new to you.
But I think it's okay to start out late, It's better to start out late than not feeling it. You know what I mean? Cuz later on in like it's like people are saying, "Oh, you haven't like biked, or you haven't like went to this place before." But of course you're going to try it later on in life, you know what I mean? It's not bad to be you saying it's bad for me to feel these feelings right now?
No, I'm just saying that it's not bad, especially just a crush. Since hers wasn't a relationship, it was just a crush. But tell them about the. I feel like in her college year, she's just experiencing it right now, which is exciting because at her age, at a younger age, like I said, at a younger age, I was very boy crazy. Like I had my very first crush when I was like in kindergarten, which was obviously nothing. I feel like a lot of kids do. But then like in middle school, I was boy crazy. In high school, I was boy crazy, and
They're all ugly.
she would like literally experience, like she would literally be there while I was going through all these like like situationships, relationships.
And
just,
I never understood it.
never understood it.
She was like, "Ah!" And I was like, "I don't understand."
yeah, and now she's finally getting into that, and it's like I have a sister finally. You know what I mean?
She's like, finally, she has a life. But no, she was always like, she's like, "MJ, you will understand," because I always made fun of her. I was like, "That's not like, serious." She's like, "Of course it's not. This is like for fun, to experience life, about crushing over body,
And now, like, I feel like it's so exciting for our age. And yeah, I do. Like, it really doesn't matter what age you experience it. I just feel like it will help you. It is a tool. It's like a type of a tool. It's like knowing, it's like math. Like, you need to know, like, it's helpful to know a certain level of math before entering a higher level of math, if that makes sense. Like, you could learn it later on, but it's more helpful if you had known this tool earlier. Does that make sense?
Yes, it makes sense.
Now let's start talking about my little sister is finally getting into like guys. So now
Okay, here's the story. Okay, 3 weeks ago, it was very bad. She is a bad influence. Everybody. Okay, I'm just
What are you
joking. No, no,
talking about?
no. She's not a bad influence. I'm just joking, guys. Okay, maybe she is just a little bit because for 1 week, I never focused on my studies. I was so like on the app of
You
Bumble.
didn't even introduce the one.
Oh.
No, she literally came up to me and she was like, hey, I want to start dating. How do you start dating? And mind you, like I told her that usually dating starts with like a friend circle. Like you meet people through like socializing and like you meet as friends. And then so she was like, well, it's go ahead, go ahead. Go tell her what I said.
Wait, what? What are you talking
All she
about?
does is laugh.
Because I'm so confused. Your story about like me talking about me asking you for advice of wanting to date. Hereby, when I say I wanted to date, I thought I was like, okay, maybe I'm ready for this. Maybe it's time to dip in my toes a little bit. And little did I know, if I dipped in my toes a little bit, I would go through a little chaotic week of my life on online dating.
So long story short, she basically made a Bumble account because she didn't really have a social like circle, which is usually how people get to know each other.
Hey, college is busy, y'all. It's hard to find people that want to be with you. Anyways, actually, no. I had a guy that was like obsessed with
Oh
me.
yeah, go and tell the story of Nathaniel.
Nothing. Okay, no, let's not use his name.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Wait, did you say his name? It's Fug. He's not gonna watch this. Okay, listen up, everybody. There's this guy in my class, and I didn't know I never felt what like someone liked me. What does that make sense?
Yeah,
What,
like
never
that
felt.
yeah,
Never feeling if
like
someone likes you back.
expecting that somebody likes you.
Yes, yes, yes. So it's my first time in college. Everything happens in college, surprisingly for me.
If it
Having
doesn't
some.
happen before, it's gonna happen later eventually.
Anyways,
Hopefully.
this guy asks for my number, and I thought, oh, he needs help in his math studies in my class because we were both in math. But later on and through the months, I'm just like, oh my god, he wants it. We're like talking, and I'm like making a new friend in college. And then one day we're in he's like, hey, meet me in the library so we can study. I'm like, yeah. But instead of studying, we just kept talking, which was really bad. But anyways, little did I know, I asked him like if he was like Filipino, and he said he is Filipino, but he doesn't look Filipino. And he said, I'm pretty sure I'm Filipino, and I'm just like, I really, you can't really judge someone if they're really Filipino if they say they're Filipino. But I'm telling you, he looks Mexican, and his mom and dad is full Mexican. So how can you be Filipino if your mom and dad are like full or quarter Filipino? I don't know, something like that.
Obviously, if he takes the ancestry test, he probably is like 2% Filipino. Because,
But he didn't. He showed me his pictures of his family, and his family does not even look Filipino.
but there's a thing though. A lot of Filipinos don't look Filipino.
Anyways, he says he's Filipino. And I'm just like, oh, that's cool. We're both Filipino, and we're studying in the library. And he's like, oh, someone's texting me. I'm like, oh, okay. He has to leave for his next class. We're both in the elevator because the library's on the top floor, something like that. We're both in the elevator. We're going down. The elevator opens, and I see this girl as she looks at me, and she looks at the guy that likes me back. We'll just use N. Okay.
I think it's a little late. But okay.
Okay, Nathaniel. Nathaniel is like, the girl's looking at Nathaniel, and I'm just like, why is she looking at me? And then when we're exiting, she goes and runs by his side, and I'm just, well, not runs by his side, but like goes next to his side quickly when we're walking out of the elevator, and I'm just like, oh my god, he has a girlfriend, but he didn't tell me. So why are we hanging out? Like, is this girl? And she's staring at me. Guys, I've never felt so much pressure in my whole life. I was like, oh my god, I need to rock away, and I said bye, and I left, and I walked away. I was like, he didn't tell me, and he was like, oh, okay, bye. He had a freaking girlfriend and he didn't tell me. And literally the next day, I asked him, hey, was that your girlfriend? And he was like, oh yeah, that's my girlfriend. I'm just like, are you so stupid in the head? Why are you not saying, oh hey, this is my girlfriend?
No introduction.
No introduction. I know. And didn't you feel your girl staring at me the entire time we were walking? I didn't even know he had a girlfriend. He didn't seem the type to have a girlfriend, but I'm surprised.
What is that supposed to mean?
His girlfriend was attractive.
I know exactly what that means.
Anyways, his girlfriend was attractive and he's not, okay?
Oh, and then tell him like he would always like tell my little sister like, would you go bowling? Would you do this? And then like she was like, does he like me? I mean, obviously he likes you. And it was just like,
And so we went on a bowling date. I tried to vibe with him. I couldn't vibe, and all he kept doing, I didn't know it was. It probably was a date to him when we went bowling, but when I was with him, he kept like
there was like no vibe.
no vibe. Like he kept talking about himself, and I tried to talk. He never tried to talk to me about how I was doing. I kept
No
trying.
connection.
It was just terrible, and I'm just like, I don't think this is how it's supposed to go, especially if you're my friend or acquaintance. We're supposed to be vibing, and we were not. Anyways, that was the first time I had a guy like me back that I didn't like back. And now 3 weeks ago, I was on a Bumble dating app, and yeah.
So how'd your Bumble app go?
Okay, guys, I met an attractive guy on Bumble, okay? And I didn't know he was gonna swipe back on me. And he did. And so we're texting a lot, and I'm like, oh my god, this guy and me are like really vibing on chat. But the thing is, he compliments me so much, and I'm just like, I think this is his way to like make girls like him more from his compliments.
What do you mean?
Like he would always say, "Oh, you're so beautiful. You're so like, you're so
He
sweet."
was like,
Yeah, you're sugar coating, and I was just like, "Ugh, I can't fall for this. We're only met online, and then we got to talk more for 3 or more days, and I noticed he was getting more horny during the text. He was like sexual.
like his text message be more sexual. Like,
Yeah,
fit
he-
certain like sexual comments.
He was like he asked me a question on Bumble. He's like, "What is like the dirtiest thought you've ever had?" Or like, he's like, "Truth or dare? Like, I dare you to like stuff, stuff like that."
So that's so that was her first like her dating period, and then she like blocked him. Long story short, she had blocked him because she was telling me that she was feeling uncomfortable, and I had let her know that anytime that she feels uncomfortable, that she like could just block him. Well, like let him know. I mean, I guess you can, or the easier way is to block him.
But I still wanted to be kind because he seemed like a good guy. So I messaged him, and I had to make sure the message delivered before I
then
blocked
you
him.
blocked him.
Yeah.
So you might as well have just blocked him because you didn't give him a chance.
Because I hate ghosting people. Actually, to be honest, guys,
Included and ghosting, basically same.
no, I've ghosted Nathaniel. Like he asked me to go bowling with him again, but I ghosted him because I was just
Again?
like tired. Yeah.
And then so basically where did that whole thing, yeah, anyways, so that was her first experience as in like talking to guys and like trying to get in relationships and stuff like that, right? So I'm just saying that I feel like a lot of people confuse obsession with love. Do you agree or no?
Yes, I can totally agree. Even though maybe I did. Wait, do you think my crush? I was obsessed with them.
I don't think you were obsessed with him. There's a big difference to obsession and not being an individual. I feel like,
Why? Because you've experienced obsession.
of course, I feel like a lot of people in their young age has experienced obsession and has confused it from love. Especially in high school, I feel like a lot of relationships are obsessions. It's not like when people think of obsessions, they think of something creepy like pictures.
Like obsessions, like you want them to be yours all the time.
I feel like obsessions are like you lose yourself and you have like you lose when you're thinking that yes, you can't live without, like you can't be separate from them, and that's already a key of you being obsessed. It's not, like I said, it's not something creepy-ish where like people in movies are portrayed as obsessions where like people are smelling panties or pictures. It's not just that. It's the person is like you can't be separated to them. Like they're connected at the hip and they're no longer an individual, which makes you obsessed with them. And I feel like because that word is so not used and it's portrayed as something as creepy, but it's like you lose your, if I feel like if you lose
your identity.
yes, you're no longer
You don't know who you are because you're so obsessed with this person.
yes, so you're obsessed and people are like, oh, I can't live without you. We go on dates like every other day, every day that I'm off.
They're using them as their like They're something to
I feel
support their
like
life on.
I feel like if you cannot, if I feel like if you, this person were to leave you, and you were empty, completely empty, that was not a healthy relationship to begin with. I feel like, or number two, if you cannot, if let's just say that you necessarily are not healthy for them, and
Toxic?
yeah, let's just say this relationship is toxic and you cannot allow them to go better, to do better without you necessarily. And to me, that means you're obsessed with them. You're no longer concerned about their happiness. You're more concerned of
About
your
your
happiness.
happiness.
And that has nothing to do with love
Love.
at all. And I feel like a lot of teenagers, not just teenagers, people on younger ages,
And older ages?
older ages as well. I feel
everyone.
like,
They confuse obsession with love.
yes, and I feel like I said, I feel like everybody thinks the obsession is something creepy. Like it's like I'm smelling your hair, your undies. I'm like stalking your profile.
Well, that is kind of.
It is obsession, but
Yes.
it's not the only way of obsessing.
Okay.
It's like
Just using them as like their only thing to live. Like
feel
I rely
like-
on you
I
for
feel
my
like
survival.
you no longer are concerned of another individual's happiness, regardless if it's with you or not. Or like I feel like love is like you really have to put that person like happiness not above yours, but like you have to like at least
Put them as
consider-
yours. Yeah,
consider
equal happiness
I guess, or like consider it.
of their happiness too.
Or like I feel like I've seen like relationships where they just, what's that?
Oh, it's 30 minutes.
Who cares? Anyways, I just seen relationships where the person like does not no longer consider their happiness. Like you're supposed to make me happy. You're supposed to like chase me. You're supposed to court me. You're supposed to like always like it.
I think love is making sure your loved one is not hurt. You know, it wouldn't be like nice to know that your loved one is suffering because that doesn't make you happy. You know what I mean? That's what you're saying.
And I feel like even why do you keep laughing?
Because of our conversations. I'm just laughing because you're like, you know. Okay.
Yeah, I know. I feel like it's anyways.
It's hard to put it in words.
Yes.
It's very difficult.
I just feel like I've seen way too many situations of that, like where people.
Your coworkers.
Okay, look, my coworkers are watching, but I've just seen it. Okay, like a lot of people don't want to let. No, I feel like the purest version of love is allowing somebody to be happy, even if it's not involved in your life. If you cannot let them go and still be genuinely happy for them, that is a huge sign that you never loved them in the first place.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? You just want them by your side. Now,
and you're just caring for yourself. You're not caring for them. That's not how love works.
I feel like, and one, like a lot of people, like, I don't know.
She wants to punch someone in the
I
face.
hate that shit. I really do, babe, but I've done it before. I've been guilty of it.
You're guilty. Oh,
I
Ati.
say that because, like I've said, a lot of people, a lot of teenagers go through this.
Well, not me yet.
That's why I'm saying she doesn't understand. There's an obsession. There's of like I can't live without you, and it's just unhealthy. It's just toxicness. And my sister hasn't been in a relationship.
But I think no, I think it's good that you're making a topic about this because you went through this, or maybe you know someone that went through this, so you're able to like explain it.
Yes.
And like warn people about it. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm
Okay,
just
here's
like
the thing. Through life, there's no doubt that you're going to go through it because it's way too common. Like, it's not even common. It's almost a guarantee that you will be in a relationship where you are obsessed with someone.
Are you saying me? If I
Yes,
go in my first
because
relationship?
I've not in my mind necessarily be your first, it might be your second.
or my third. Who
But
never knows?
I'm just saying that I've seen it, and it's not even like at a young age. I've seen it at like older ages too, because a lot of things that happen is that, like, say an individual is not whole within themselves, and they think that another person's, now as corny as this is gonna sound, people say that, oh, it's not gonna, like, another individual is not going to make you whole. That's very, very, very true. Like, don't ever, like, now, don't get confused when I'm saying, oh, that person's not supposed to make you happy. But if you are not happy with yourself, you are bound to get in a toxic relationship.
Yes, that's why self-love is important,
And
y'all.
you are highly, highly probably that type of person that is like will mistaken obsession with love, that feeling, that butterfly feeling. And I pray to God that that is not the only type of love that I or like feel, because true love is so much more powerful. And I respect exes that are still like generally love each other, because that's a genuine love and there's nothing stronger than love. Now people say love don't last. That's some bullshit. Obsessions don't last. Feelings are not as strong. Okay, I'm about to get some haters of this, but I think that love is beyond feelings. That
Wait,
is
what do you mean? What do you mean
meaning
love
that I feel like love is beyond feelings. Meaning I feel like feelings are uncontrollable.
but love you can control.
No.
Oh.
You cannot control love. But
Oh.
I'm saying that it is stronger than it's obviously it's stronger than obsession. I'm saying that it's so much bigger than your feelings, because I feel like love is such a I mean feelings is such a it's it's so messy. It's
Guys!
messy. That's what I'm saying. Feelings, stop laughing.
Guys, she is struggling right now.
Feelings are messy. Okay? They're messy. But like love is like it's not pain. It's just if you ever had generally loved somebody, then you fucking understand. Like there's no drama, there's no messiness. You're
Just
friends
love
at the
for
end of the
them.
day. You have genuine love, but a lot of people say you can't be friends with your exes. That's some bullshit. I feel like love is endless. It is completely endless, and it's the most powerful thing, because love grows, obsession grows, but it kills you. Obsession will kill you, and that's the key. I want to hear everybody to hear this. Obsession will kill you, okay? But love will grow. That is the key things. Obsession will kill you. Love will grow.
This is very difficult, guys. Very hard.
It is. And sometimes the hardest love is the strongest love. Like you have to let people go, and I just like I don't know, because MJ this has not experienced I've experienced and like you know what I mean? Like it's so hard to explain.
Okay, audience. Auntie Marge is like really going hard to it. If only you guys can see our expressions right now, but we're kind of a black screen right now. But Auntie Marge is really trying her best for you guys to understand this, because she wants everyone to know that love is just way better than obsession. Okay,
I
guys.
just feel like
And maybe I'll go through this. Who knows? But not yet. But I hope for the best for y'all, guys. Whoever's going through this obsession.
the fuck are you talking about?
Obviously, Auntie Marge is targeting someone.
Attention coworkers.
No, guys, I could
Unhealthy.
I could feel her through this. You can feel it through the screen, and you know who you are. Okay, my sister is targeting you, and I pray for you. Please bless your soul and get over your fucking obsession.
Hey, listen to me. There's nothing wrong with your little. Just kidding. I'm just kidding. Listen to me, okay?
Oh my god.
I feel like. I mean, do you understand what I'm saying, though?
Your coworker doesn't understand.
No.
She's like, shut the fuck up.
I know, she's like, fuck you. You don't understand my feelings, baby girl. I understand. I get it.
That's why she's yelling at you right now. Okay, I'm sorry.
But
we're very sorry for yelling.
if you guys don't know what that loud sound is, it's me clapping. I've been having that problem since I was born. But anyways, if you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. If you don't, God help you, Lord Jesus Christ. Here's the thing. I feel like God is here we go. We have Holy Spirit, right? I feel like God is the source of love, and it's just pure love. And here's the thing. Love beats all, okay? It is love does not end just because romantic relationships or whatever. I feel like even romantic relationship ends, but love is like beyond everything, you know? Like I feel like when the world comes together, that's just pure love. What the fuck am I talking about now?
I don't know. I feel like you're becoming a priest right now. You're trying to give me the Holy Spirit. Give me the verses today. But I want you guys to all know that Auntie Margie is very right about love, and it comes in all forms of way, but not that type of love. Okay, guys, there's love is just
I
more.
feel like people are obsessed with the romantic form of love.
It's because people nowadays when they because I've if anyone has seen the Netflix TV show called You Can See, that's very much stalker obsession
That's
vibes.
not what I'm talking about, though. I'm not talking about like you don't know that person or you don't talk to
No,
that
no, no,
person.
no,
You're
no, no,
stalking
no,
them.
no, 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 no. If anyone has seen the Netflix you need to watch it because that's what that they're portraying what it is for society today. That
What is it about?
it's about this guy. Whenever he meets a new girl, he becomes obsessed.
That's
Like,
not the obsession I'm talking about, though.
but yeah, you just said it.
I'm telling
that
you,
they're obsessed with the picture of love.
No,
There's something
I'm telling
like
you
that.
that's not what I'm telling you that's the type of.
Anyways, we'll still watch you on Netflix because you'll know what I'm saying. If you don't have Netflix, then I don't know.
You see, this is what I'm talking about. My little sister has never experienced that type of love. That it's very
we
common.
were supposed to talk about relationships,
Exactly. Listen to
about you and me. Now there are people targeting. Anyways, listen up, everybody. Okay.
That's not what I'm talking about.
Yes, you are. You're talking
I
about they're obsessed with the idea of love.
Okay, no,
Yes.
because a lot of people. Here's what I think. Okay, a lot of people want like romance. They want flowers. They want dates. They want this, but they're not willing.
To do the extra mile.
No, they're like. I feel like the people are fed that. It's not a bad thing, right? I just feel like people just generally stop. Is that baby Shiloh? Anyways, I just feel like people. How do I explain this?
This woman can't even explain it.
I feel like people think that puppy love is true love. There, that's the easiest way I'm gonna put it. Puppy love is true love, meaning you literally call each other 24 hours. You can't live with each other. It's puppy love. If you know what puppy love is, then you know what I mean. Puppy love is truly kind of the
Someone obeying someone?
no obey. Shiloh does not obey, but I mean like it is that puppy love where all you want is just a romance and you don't truly like love them. Does that make sense? You don't love them.
So fake love, being
It's
a
not
fake ass
fake.
bitch.
No, but my little sister doesn't know nothing, you guys. If you know, you know what I'm talking about.
That's why I didn't want to do this topic about relationships, okay? Because obviously we're talking about people with obsessed, but I haven't experienced that.
Yeah, she's talking about some stalker ish. Like an obsession and stalker.
No, because you portrays the people that are like that. Anyways, just watch it.
She's talking about that like that creepy.
You haven't even watched it or seen
Your
it.
basic. Okay, here, look. Was that guy in a relationship with them? Yes or no?
Yes.
In a genuine relationship, or was it creepy? There's a difference.
Okay.
They went on dates.
No, because each season it's different. Like the third season, he marries someone.
Also, they were in a relationship.
Mm-hmm. And then the second season, he was just with another girl.
Oh, it's a scary movie, right?
It's not scary.
What does he end up doing?
Okay,
What's
maybe
his point?
he does murder someone.
Oh, that's the point. That's not what I'm talking about.
But it portrays how people are obsessed with the idea of love and they don't know how to properly love someone. If that they don't know the definition of love.
That's not what I was talking
Something
about.
like that.
That's not even.
It's the same thing because you're targeting someone with obsession.
No, but
Yes.
No.
You just said in the beginning of the podcast that you don't care about if you're obsessing, you obviously don't care for the happiness. That's what the you on Netflix show.
you guys know what I'm talking about. Like this guy is a stalker, basically.
No, it's not. He goes into a just watch it. You can't even say about it. It's hard for me to give the summary about the movie, but I'm just saying it portrays love in a different way that people do.
Okay, so basically, in a nutshell, if you don't care about that person, generally care about their person
Break up.
and their happiness.
Break up.
No, that's not what I was saying. I was saying that
Couple therapy.
if you know, you fucking know what I mean. You guys went through this shit, okay? I'm not the only one, okay? Like, you guys know what I'm talking about. You guys know I'm not talking about no stalker shit. That's not what I'm not talking
Ati, I'm not talking about. I'm gonna fight this bitch. You guys are not gonna see it on camera. Let me hit this bitch. Ew.
But
Anyways.
I feel like once you hit that part where you're an individual and you just genuinely care about that person and you guys grow together and it's just healthy, all around healthy, then there, you reach love, okay?
Okay. Anyways, guys, I think I think we reached the end of our podcast
You know
today.
what I'm talking about? Like, people literally just think love is a bunch of dates and shit like that.
But it's more so much to it.
Understanding. Here's the thing. Okay, I'm gonna break it down. I'm gonna go heat up real quick, okay? If you are toxic and you know you're toxic for somebody, bitch, bitch, bitch. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Bitch, what? You didn't finish your sentence. She's staring at me. She's like, bitch, 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 bitch. What? Say it. What was that reason? Cardi B. If anyone has seen that reference.
I just feel like
What?
what can you say? I just feel like
Her eyelashes are falling off.
I just feel like that's it. You know what I mean? I feel like I went through what
I don't think they know what you mean because you didn't give them an answer.
With what?
Yeah.
With
Oh
what?
my god. Just wrap it up. Wrap it up, Ati.
I feel like people understand that I say that, like, if you genuinely care about the person, you basically do what's best for them. I'm not saying that people are toxic. I'm just saying, just in general, even when you're not in toxic, if you love somebody, you just generally do what's best for them, or you try to be the best. You know what I mean?
Try to be the better person.
Not yeah, sure, whatever.
Yes,
I
it's
feel
the
like
same.
we're just both two lost bitches, and we don't. Know.
I am confused, okay? But I think I get what she's saying, okay? I think I get better than you, those people that have obsessions, okay? I'm better than you guys.
I just don't like how she's putting out obsession like it's a like creepy shit. Like she just put out that.
I'm not saying it's creepy. I'm just saying you're the one pointing out it's creepy.
Whatever.
Anyways,
No, then you know.
if you know, guys, you know whatever she says.
just feel
She
like
didn't even
you
finish
know-
the sentence.
You know what healthy relationships are. You fucking know. You should know. I feel like here's the thing. I just feel like if toxic flags are shown in the beginning, you should really. I don't care how. Oh, very key point. Okay. I feel a lot of feelings flag of toxic flags, meaning people push away the red flags that they see because of their feelings, and that's a very key point of you guys don't love each other. Very very basic math. Your feelings are hiding the red flags. I feel like that's not love, but a lot of people feel like it's love just because of the passion. And here's the thing: passion does not equal love. Does that make sense? I'm okay.
What? You're being confusing.
time out.
No, time out. You said passion does not
Okay.
equal love.
Okay,
What are you
listen
talking
to me.
about?
Oh,
Okay,
yeah,
listen.
that's but I mean, like, I feel like people confuse like passion and intensity for love. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like, I feel like a lot of toxic relationships are intense and full of passion. And if you know what I mean, you know what I mean. I'm saying that again. A lot of toxic relationships are passionate and they're very intense, and it's not healthy.
Yeah.
And that love, it'll kill you.
Okay, guys. Auntie Margie has said all of the key points here for you guys to listen up and take our advice with it. I didn't give much advice
one
because
more time. I feel like your relationship start off your foundation start off the way the foundation of your relationship was
bitch, let me finish. Let me tell the audience. We can do a part 2 of a relationship. Okay.
It will start off
But this is part 1, everybody. Okay, go finish your sentence before I end it.
okay. So like how your relationship
She's like, well, your foundation must be the your makeup foundation must be the foundation for your relationship. It has to be strong, right? It's the blank canvas. It's the first thing you do. Okay, is that what you say? Wrap it up, Ati. So we can do a part 2.
I just feel like the way you start your relationship always like okay, let's say you start a relationship in a friends with benefits, right? It's gonna end up like that. Like it's not going to end up no even if you make it into a relationship, it won't like become strong, it won't build. Does that make sense? It's always going to start like, don't be confused, don't be startled, or don't be like confused if your relationship is not a strong relationship when it didn't start off as a strong relationship. Does that make sense?
No.
Okay.
I literally listened to all of that and it did not make sense. Okay? Okay, guys. I hope you guys listen to all of this advice that my sister has given, and I hope you guys listen to my story on what I've been experiencing lately. But do not worry, because we are doing a part 2 of this, and we will see how this given chaos honestly, this 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 first episode has been chaotic. Our camera has not been working, and we've been Atamar just been chaotic with her explanation of obsession and passion and liking someone, and also me being chaotic with my stuff. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this. Force positive, please share it to people that need these advice that my sister explains, and hopefully it makes sense, because we literally just rambled and talk about it, and I didn't get a chance to say my feelings.
Yeah, say your feelings.
But I will say it in part 2 of relationships in given chaos. So thank you guys for watching. Marjorie, would you like to say
Thank you.
Thank you guys, and we'll see you all later. Bye.
Bye.
We're giving chaos with Marjorie and
Chaotic. I'm giving chaotic vibes.
Giving chaos.